Bitget tutorial for beginners. Hello everyone and welcome back. In today's video, I'll be showing you guys step by step on how you can get started with using Bitget. Bitget is a tool that is going to provide you with the opportunity to trade and earn. And if you want to get started with Bitget, then make sure to use the referral code XCF3 to get the best deals and unlock your welcome bonuses. So to get started, once you click on the link provided in the description, you're just going to proceed with your sign up as you regularly would by putting in your email address and your basic information. Once you've done that, this is what your site is going to look like. On your top right, you have your account information. Then you guys can see your app information where you can download the Bitget application. Beside that, you also have notifications, your orders, and your wallets. So within your top right in your wallet, you have a deposit option, a withdrawal option, and a transfer option. And you can view all of your assets in the Assets tab. Within any crypto trading platform, your wallet is going to be differentiated into different sections. This includes a spot, margin, futures, on-chain, OTC, futures copy trading, and bot section, so that you can actually divide your assets according to where you want to trade how much. Then on your top left, you're going to see your buy crypto options, including buying and selling, recurring buy, P2P, and Bitget. Then you have your markets and other trading options. You also have your futures, earn, square, and other features. But before you can fully unlock the full potential of Bitget, it is important to complete your verification. So you can click on Verify Now over here. Once you do that, we might just have to log on once more if your token expires. We're just going to quickly log on like this, and then you're going to complete your verification over here. Once you do that, you're going to proceed and then enter your password. After that, you're going to confirm with the confirmation code that you will receive in your mail. So this is our confirmation code, which we're going to copy. And then you're just going to enter this over here. Once we do that, you will see your identity verification. So within identity verification, this takes about 60 minutes, and you just need to upload your government issued documents and you need to verify your face. So it doesn't actually take you 60 minutes to do it. It takes 60 minutes for you to get the verification completed. All you do is take a picture of your ID, driver's license, passport, whatever you might have, and you complete facial recognition. So you can verify on your mobile device as well. You can click on Verify on Mobile. You're just going to be entering your information like this. And once you've entered your information here, you select the type of ID you have, whether that is an ID card, passport, or driving license. Click on Verify on Mobile. Once you do that, you're just going to scan the QR code that is going to be provided to you. So open up your mobile device and scan this particular code. The reason why I'm telling you guys that you can do this on mobile is because oftentimes people don't have that great of a camera quality on their laptops or PCs, which can oftentimes give them errors. So it's really important that you have a good camera, and usually when you're using your mobile camera, it does a better job at capturing a more clear photo of your government issued ID and your face as well. So just proceed with your verification by taking a photo of your ID and scanning your face. So now, once you've completed your verification on your mobile device, you guys can see that your verification is going to go under review. So they will review it as soon as possible and notify you of the results. Usually this takes around 1 hour. It can take a bit longer depending on, circumstances, but the average time is just 1 hour. So once you've done that, you're just going to wait on, and we are going to confirm. And it's currently under review, so we're just going to leave it at that. Now, once you have proceeded with your verification, you can move forward and explore some of the other features that are available on Bitget. Now, within Bitget, this includes buying crypto, accessing markets, trading your futures, earning, Square, and more. The one thing that I really like about using Bitget is that their earning feature allows you to earn money, and that is really great because instead of letting your crypto tokens just rot away in a wallet or just be stagnant in a wallet, you can expect and actually grow your crypto tokens by putting them in a secure earning feature such as Crypto Earn on Bitget. So first off, let's take a look at buying and selling crypto on Bitget. To instantly buy and sell, simply click on the buy and sell option under crypto. Once you do that, you're gonna agree to the P2P and then click on got it. Now, within this, you can buy crypto instantly via Visa, MasterCard, Apple Pay, Google Pay, and you can directly purchase from any currency and receive any crypto tokens such as USDT, BTC, ETH, and other tokens. So no longer do you have to deal with, transferring and trying to buy from P2P when you can instantly buy whenever you want using their instant buy feature. However, this can be a bit expensive. Usually, the prices that you're going to get via cards are going to be slightly more expensive than the prices that you get on P2P. So it is something to note if you are buying directly. Then you can also just purchase via any of your balance that you have left. So if you have previously deposited your money into Bitget, then you're able to use that pre-existing balance to purchase any of your future crypto tokens. Now, after that, you also have a quick sell option. So instead of having to sell to another person, you can also do a quick sell. Within your quick sell option, you do have the ability to sell any crypto tokens that you have and instantly receive that money on your account. So this could be your Visa card. You could also sell P2P, but usually on your Visa or MasterCard, you can easily basically just get that refund or get that money back. Now, after that, you also have recurring buy. This is a really amazing feature for people that are looking for a low average pricing. So if you're trying to purchase or accumulate certain crypto tokens, then you know how difficult it can be to ensure that you are buying at the right times, you are shopping precisely when the price of a token is low. However, if you're trying to get a low price, setting up a recurring buy can help you in getting the lower average price, which in turn gives you the most returns. So what this allows you to do is that you're going to have an average low price, which is going to give you the opportunity to just purchase at a certain interval. Let's say I'm going to be buying BTC, okay? The price of BTC is 90,000. And over the course of the price fluctuates between 90 to 92,000. So instead of just putting all my eggs in one basket and purchasing directly at 92,000, what I would do is that I would set up an interval of, let's say, weekly, and every week on a certain time on a certain day I would be purchasing 0.1 BTC. So this gives me a average price throughout the week, and usually this gives you a more stable price and a lower price than the price that you usually get when it comes to just purchasing one-off, especially if you're going to be holding that crypto token. So if you're going to be holding that crypto token for a period of time, then it is better for you to just use this recurring option. Now, after that, you also have your P2P trading and Bitget card that you can use to spend globally. After that, let's take a look at the spot market, which is oftentimes the thing that most people are thinking about whenever they're thinking of any crypto platform. When you go into the spot market in Bitget, it's very typical. You've probably seen this kind of layout on other crypto platforms as well. This includes a graph at the center, and then on the right side, you have your order book. Then on the further right, you have your spot options where you're going to be inputting your own values on how you want to trade. After that, you will scroll down and see any open orders that you have placed and your order history. Now, they have a very nice order chart, or their general trading tools are pretty amazing. You guys can see this is what your overall chart is going to look like, and they have all the trading options that you find. So you can draw lines, you can, build your trends, you can easily understand the changes that are happening within the market by utilizing these graph analyzing tools. So let's say I want to zoom in into here, and then I can zoom out as well. So this gives you the ability to just understand and proceed with your trades in a cautionary way. Now, Moving forward, we also have the ability to view the selling and buying price of a crypto token. So on the right side within your order book, you can see what price currently the token is being sold at and what price is the token being bought at. And this gives you an idea of, what the average price is going to be for that token. Now, on your right side, you can start placing orders to buy and sell that token pair. And if you want to change the token pair, you can select it from your top right. Let's say I want to go with Ethereum. So I would just select ETH/USDT. Once I've selected ETH/USDT, I am just going to proceed. And once I have selected my token, I am going to go into the spot market. Now, there are different markets, there are different types of trading you're going to be doing. First off, you have spot. Within the spot market, you have limit orders, market orders, OCO, and other types of orders as well. Now, let's take a look at limit orders. First off, limit orders are the simplest kind of orders that you can place in any crypto platform. These are orders that are going to be executed at a certain price. So, let's say we can see the current price of Ethereum is 33,370 something, okay? Now, let's say I want to buy Ethereum, but I want to buy it when the price hits 3,350 or 3,310. And the quantity that I want to buy is 1 Ethereum. Then this will show me the total amount that I would be spending. Let's say I want to buy 2 Ethereum. So I would be spending 6,620 USDT if I am buying 2 Ethereum at the price of 33.10. Now I can click on buy ETH. A limit order is not going to be a guaranteed execution because the price may never fall down to that point. And if it does not fall down to that point, then my order is not going to be executed. This gives you a more secure way of purchasing, crypto tokens and selling as well. So you're only going to be selling at that particular level. Now, moving forward, you also have market orders. Within market orders, you can fill in how much amount of the crypto token you want to buy. So let's say I want to buy 6,000 worth of Ethereum, and it will be executed at the current market price. So whatever market price you have, it's going to be executed at that price. Below that, you also have your take profit and stop loss. So within a take profit and stop loss, you can set up a certain percentage at which you want to automatically start taking your profits and stopping losses. This gives you the ability to trade in a more secure way because you're not going to have to worry about, losing too much money or, feeling that you're going to make a detrimental trade because you're able to ensure this cushion that you have that, okay, my trade is going to be secure at this certain point. Now, after that, you also have a slippage tolerance. Slippage tolerance, the amount of price variation you can accept in a order. Let's say I place a order where the price is 33.50 and I accept a slippage tolerance of 1%. That means if 1% of the price changes, then I still want my order to be executed. If the price change between my order being placed and my order being executed is more than 1%, then I do not want my order to be executed, which is going to ensure that your prices are stable, because sometimes when you place an order and by the time it is being executed, it can take a lot of time, and this can put you in a sticky situation where the price changes so much that your original idea of, okay, I would be spending this much on this particular, item is going to be withdrawn because obviously the price change is so dramatic and drastic. Now, let's move forward into our next form of trading. So within spot trades, we also have OCOs, which is a different type where you're going to have a limit order and a trigger order. When either order is triggered or it's manually canceled, the other order will also be canceled. These are going to just be two interlinked orders that are executed together. Now, we are going to proceed with the next form, which is going to be triggers, where you can set up trigger pricing, you can set up trailing stops, icebergs, and TWAPs, which are similar forms. Now, after that, you have margin trading or leverage trading. This is a more high-risk trading where you're going to basically be trading money that you do not have in your Bitget account. So you're going to be able to take more leverage. However, with leverage, you are going to be adding more risk because you're trading money, and if the order goes bad, that can mean that you're going to drain your entire wallet. So even if you were trading, $3,000 worth of a crypto token, with the help of leverage, obviously, you could potentially earn $10,000 or $20,000. But again, if you end up making a loss, you are going to be losing that money. Usually, people that are not experienced with margin trading end up, just playing around with margins. And if you're just playing around without any knowledge or expertise, then that becomes a risky situation. So make sure to look into margin trading and what type of trading you're doing before you actually start making these trades. So you will see cross and isolated margins. Cross margins are where all positions in your token are going to share the same margin balance, and isolated is going to ensure that each trading pair has a separate margin account. Then you have the leverage that you're taking, 3x, 2x, 1x. You have leverage up to 100x on platforms. So you need to be mindful of the amount of leverage that you are going to be using. Then after that, you're going to see the next option, which is your B&R, which is basically going to be your borrowed money, as well as the hourly interest, the available balance, and the loan amount that you are taking. This is going to be very impactful, and it's going to be a very large factor in your borrowing and repaying, especially because a good loan, because whenever you're leveraging money, you are basically loaning money from the platform, is going to ensure that you have the best possible opportunity to multiply, but you do need to make sure you're trading with a good strategy in mind. Then you also have bot trading, which gives you the ability to set up bots that are going to execute the trades for you. So let's say that after every, price dip and price hike, let's say the price goes to this point. At this point, you guys can see I want to start buying. And then when the price goes up to here, I want to start selling. When it goes down to here, I want to start buying again. So I can automate this by adding spot grids, which allow me to basically set up different levels at which I want to keep on buying and keep on selling. Let's say at the lowest price is 3300, and the highest price I want to go with, let's say 33.99, and then I want to form 10 grids. And then after that, I want to put in my investment, let's say $1,000. And then I can proceed and create this arithmetic grid, which is going to buy on and sell on these particular price ranges. So this is how you can automate your trading on Bitget as well, which is going to save you money and save you time. And if you want to get started and access all of these amazing features on Bitget, then make sure to click on the link below and use our referral code XCF3 to unlock your welcome bonuses. I hope you guys found this video helpful, and if you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe.